Good morning. Sergeant First Class Reginald Knight, retired, reporting. You know, government is a lofty ideal, and we understand that it is imperfect. Why is it imperfect? Because it is executed by men and women who are imperfect by their very nature. But there are certain parameters we expect those men and women to operate while inside government. You know, it's like our children. Our children are not perfect because of our imperfections. And we give them a measure of grace so they can learn and grow and do what they need to do to operate in a civilized society. But when we get to a point when we have a government who picks and chooses which of those laws that we all agreed upon to follow, ignores, then it is more than a boiling point. It is more than a tipping point. It's to the point of no return. As I predicted yesterday, those Epstein files were not released as the courts, the courts have ordered, and they came to the public redacted. When the order was they were going to be unedited in their entirety. Now, something needs to happen, not only because this administration has broken the law, but they have violated the confidence of the American public. I'm talking in particular to Attorney General Pam Bondi, who gets in front of Congress and the Senate and talks like she's some drunken street whore instead of giving the halls of Congress the respect they deserve. She has forgotten that every time that she speaks to the Senate, that she is speaking to 350 Americans, 350 million Americans rather, because 350 Americans did what they had to do to put those people in place as their representatives. Same for the 350 plus members of Congress. And she talks to them as she's talking to a petulant child, ignoring the law. And with a law degree, she knows full well the peril she puts herself into by doing this time after time. But now we have come to a tipping point where Congress is going to have to decide to do some extreme, drastic measures or continue to lose more and more power that the people that elected them expect them to do. Thomas Massey, you are going to have to file articles of impeachment, obstruction of Congress against AG Bondi immediately. Not when they return from the Christmas break, but first thing Monday morning. We are either going to have a nation of laws or we're going to have a Wild West show like we have in the White House right now. And this just isn't about the Epstein files. This is about the law and governance in itself. And the question remains on this Saturday morning, Mr. Massey, are we going to have law and order for all our citizens or only a select few? Sergeant First Class Reginald Knight, retired, reporting. Have a good day.